Hey, happy people. So today we are going to be making a oxtail stew. If you saw the last video, then you know I made oxtails, the vegan oxtails on the last video. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. And with this today, we have to start out making our green sauce. So I'm just going to click to the video of the green sauce and watch the intro while I wait on my pan to heat up. Be right back. Okay, so one of the first things we need to do to make our oxtails is to make our green sauce. And for our green sauce here, I have one bunch of cilantro that I have de-stemmed. I got a half of a yellow onion. I got a whole bunch of green onions, the green part and the white part of it. And I have a bunch of parsley. This is Italian flat leaf parsley. I have de-stemmed it too. This cilantro, you don't necessarily have to de-stem it. Pretty much, it's not that much. It's not that powerful in flavor. But the parsley, I definitely recommend de-stemming that because you'll have so many little stems off of there, and it's a very powerful stem is. So we're just going to add all of this to our blender here. Oh, and I have a thumb of ginger I'm putting in there too. See if I can do this without wasting it. No, that's fine. Okay, and of course my handy dandy blue container of key lime juice refilled. I spent yesterday about 2 hours freaking squeezing key limes. And we're just going to put enough here just so it'll help blend down. Maybe about a cup, half a cup. Alright, that is pretty blended to me. Definitely have a strong flavor there. And that is how we make our green sauce. So, let's get back to this recipe. Alright, so we're back. You saw how to make the green sauce. I have just one camera today because I have no idea what's wrong with my little GoPro. So, I gotta take it to get fixed. So, going to be this shot right here for most of this recipe. So to get started here, I have grated about a finger worth of ginger, and we're going to add that to our pan of hot oil. And I have my alkaline mock garlic cloves here. I have about 10 of them in here, and we're going to put that in there. Get our oil all nice and seasoned. Now we're going to add our veggies. I have a whole yellow onion here chopped up. And I got about a quarter of each one of these bell peppers here. I didn't cut up the whole thing, just about a quarter of each one. And I have about 3 Roma tomatoes cut up here. Add all that together. We're going to let this saute down. Get us a nice cook on it. Let the vegetables soften up. The tomatoes saute down. Okay, so our vegetables have cooked down. We don't want them to be mush because we are going to put them in a stew. So that's quite a bit there. So now we're going to add our seasonings here. In this bowl I have some mushroom powder, some date sugar, and I have some of my own alkaline all-purpose seasoning. The sugar is going to help balance out the acidity from the tomatoes and from the green sauce with the lime juice. Now I have a little bit of my no soy soy sauce here, and we're going to pour that in there. That's about maybe 2 tablespoons. I might need more, just depending on the end result. I have here a little bit of tomato paste. We're going to use about a half, maybe a whole tablespoon of tomato paste. We're going to add our green sauce here. I'm not going to add all of it, just a bit. Get that going. And now in this bowl here, I just have a few sprigs of thyme. We're just going to throw the whole sprigs in there. I got a couple of bay leaf and a half, and some savory. Give us a nice meaty flavor. Savory goes good with meat dishes. Get that tomato paste all worked in there. Now we're going to add a little bit of our own homemade browning seasoning here. So give us a color, nice color. Give us that brown color like oxtail stew has instead of that green color from the green sauce. And now I'm going to add some water here, and you want enough in there because you want to make it a stew, not a paste. That's about 2 cups of water. Now we're just going to let this, we're going to cover this and let this simmer, come up to a nice boil, and then we'll bring it down to a simmer. And when you get the desired thickness that you like, if it's too thin for you, you can always add a little spelt flour or chickpea flour, most likely spelt flour, the brown spelt, so it'll keep the color. Chickpea flour is definitely going to lighten it up. I'll be right back. Okay, we've come to a nice little boil here. And I want mine to be a little thicker than this, so I am going to add a little bit of spelt flour here to thicken it up. I want it to almost be like a gravy because I'm going to have it with some quinoa. So I want it to be like a gravy over my quinoa. Oh. The spatula kind of hot. Why is that? See that? It's already getting a little thick. And now I'm going to add my chickpeas to this. This is going to be my substitute for the butter beans. Mine are frozen, so that's why they're going in now. See, frozen. If you're doing fresh, you don't have to add them right now. You can, dang. You're going to add them when you're adding your oxtails. Alright, so just going to let this cook a little bit longer here for my chickpeas to thaw out and warm up here, and then we'll add our oxtails. Be right back. Okay, so now my chickpeas have warmed all the way through. They have thawed out, warmed up. My sauce is a little thicker now. Can you guys see that? So now we just need to add our oxtails here. And I'm just going to place them down off in there. And that's enough of those. And then you just get them covered there a little bit in your sauce, your stew, should I say. Alright, and there you have it, guys. We have our Jamaican oxtail stew, and this looks and smells amazing. I'm just going to taste a little bit of the sauce here. Oh yeah, that has a lot of flavor. Smack my fingers. So that is it for this video. Until the next video, you guys stay happy.
Stress.